wild today. Now, this is a remake of my live stream. Talk about a couple of things, but first, I want to mention something. There's smoke traveling, and it's all over. It's most of the environment I can see right now, and it's strange because it's a very windy day. The wind is just pushing all of the smoke. The smoke could possibly stick, or it could just be mist, but then why would it be mist? Oh my gosh, this is terrifying. Look at all that smoke. Now, it does look like it's clearing, but just remember that just now for a moment, like this crawling down. You can't see it with this camera because it's not that good when I live stream, but yeah, it's pretty smoky. Even in the morning, smoky, and then all of a sudden smoke disappeared. I don't know who lit a fire or something, but I hope this whatever was burning, I hope it stops. But if it was, I guess it would leap out in the air because the fire is that it normally travels upward, but I this is coming from. Anyways, enough about that. It's a very windy day. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. A second live stream, let me just give you an update on my health. Let me explain. Still have my lymph node, still have those sores by my ears. And when it comes to my gum problem, if you don't know, I've been having this large lump on my gum for some time. It's behind my teeth, so the second row behind my teeth. And what's strange was it was here for some time. It seemed to go. So for the past couple of days, I've been trying to aggressively chase it out by pressing it, and it did not really work as much. Now it's even worse because if I just slither my it really feels uncomfortable. It sometimes hurts as well. So yeah, sometimes teeth itch all around, and sometimes pain. It has a very electrifying feel. Overall, I just wanted to give you. Let's talk about the trans conversations because I know you guys are very interested in that. I'm just taking a good look at the mist because some parts seem to be strong. I don't even know if it's mist, if it's smoke. I don't even know. I don't even know. But whatever it is, I hope it just evaporates because I don't know if it's good. So if you don't know, Chris Tyson, the guy that works at the Beast, is now trans, came out as trans, has been on HRT for a couple of months now, and people have mixed responses to this. And let me just say that I can really understand why people have mixed responses, especially when you are a celebrity. People will just be like, what's going on? People have lost responses. I remember people had mixed responses when it came to Caitlyn Jenner when uh, she came out as trans. So yeah, people have mixed responses. So especially if you're a public figure, you come out and you say these things, people are going to say, people are going to say a lot of things. Now I do apologize if you hear any springy sound. I'm sitting on the bed, so you might hear a lot of springy sounds. Oh my gosh, it might be a bit loud, it may sound crazy, but I'm sitting on the bed, so obviously it's gonna sound very springy. Okay, enough about that. I will be moving a lot, so let's go. Now, a couple days ago, around 2 days ago, you could say, this YouTuber, Sunny V2, if you don't know who he is, he basically makes these rise and fall type videos. And I remember a couple months ago, I found out about him, and then all of a sudden I just forgot about him. Then I checked again, and then I I would always think something is interesting because what I've noticed is when it comes to many channels that really focus on drama, most of the time they have like a lot of problems. I'm not saying this is for everyone. This is not the case for everyone, but a lot of channels these days I've noticed that focuses on drama or something like that end up evaporating through some kind of controversy or something like that. And that's the thing I've noticed when it comes to commentary channels. I'm not saying all the commentary channels, I'm just saying a few of them. But it happens to especially commentary channels. Some of them get into drama and then they just can't handle it, they disappear. But overall, let me just say that it's a strange world out here on YouTube. And the thing is that this YouTuber, SunnyV2, I'm not a fan of him, by the way. I am not a fan of this guy. I'm not even subscribed to this guy. I don't think I am subscribed to this guy. Now, um, he recently made a video 2 days ago about, um, was it 2 days or one day? I can't remember, because I do remember seeing this video some time ago, but it was late at night, so I can't tell exactly. I can't tell the specific timeline, but overall, he posted this video, and this is his recent video. This video was about Chris Tyson and Mr. Beast. Now, obviously, there's been mixed responses when it comes to Chris Tyson becoming trans, and a lot of people have a lot of things to say. And even if you read some of the videos that was posted before this, okay, forget about SunnyV2 for a moment. Focus on other content creators. Many of them, on their comment sections, have a lot of people saying, "I feel so worried. I hope he's okay. What about his child and his wife?" You know, like all those things. And you have the comment section just full with those type of stuff. And even in this video, SunnyV2's video, the first time I checked it out, I checked the comments and people had mixed, I would say most of them were just worried about Chris and his family. And that's it. That was literally it. Then Mr. Beast tweeted about it yesterday, around midday for me maybe, or the evening or something like that. He tweeted about it, and all of a sudden, all of this comment section started getting just completely um, overtaken by new comments, and these new comments were about saying that SunnyV2 is evil and all that type of stuff. Now look, I do believe that SunnyV2 was coming from this business perspective, not really more personal. I feel like, yes, he should have done the video better, or should have not made the video at all, because it just seems silly. If you make the rise and fall type of stuff, why do you focus on this? This isn't in your caliber to focus on, so why move like that? That would be an interesting thing to say. Um, but nonetheless, a lot of people started making videos about SunnyV2 now. But here's the thing, did they not question his video when he posted it officially? No one had a problem with his video when he posted it. That's something I want to point out, because no one was saying, okay, SunnyV2 is in the wrong. No one was saying that whatsoever. But as soon as Mr. Beast comes out, and then all of a sudden people think, okay, yeah, SunnyV2 is wrong. But why weren't you saying a thing? That's my question. Because a lot of these people could have easily questioned SunnyV2 when he posted the video officially before Mr. Beast said anything. They could have easily said something, but I don't know. I don't know. Did they not see the video? I mean, a lot of people watch this guy, so I don't know at this point. And people have mixed reviews on it. Honestly, it is somewhat interesting to try and understand what's going on. A lot of people are just saying, it's the end for SunnyV2. I do believe when it comes to a lot of commentary channels, a lot of strange channels, if they get into drama, they completely just abandon something. But that's if they actually feel a strong way about something. And What else can I say? Now, I mentioned this a couple of videos ago that, Chris transitioning is going to be uh, pretty, what's the word? I can't find a word, but it is going to be something out there for many people to feel, Some people will feel terrified, some people will feel surprised and happy. So, overall, I just wonder where Mr. Beast will go from this. Will he continue to make his regular content, or will he do something that's completely unhinged? When I mean unhinged, I mean making possibly a pro-trans video because of this. That's something I'm wondering about, because um, is he just gonna move on? I think that's the best move to go, is just to move on, because he better not enter in this space where the trans topic is, because because right now, if he just jumps in this conversation without knowing that much, is really going to affect a lot of things. And I think this also happened with a lot of celebrities when it comes to voting. When they get into into some kind of thing that they don't even know about, you know, they then impacted so much. They impact problems, make problems even worse. So I'm just saying, I just hope Mr. Beast does not do some kind of like uh, like some kind of what's the word? I can't find it, but I hope he doesn't do something like where he just promotes the trans stuff. I know I promote it, but it's different because his channel is kind of built on that. But Mr. Beast's channel is focused on money, helping others, and um, it's focused on a lot of things that aren't really controversial. You never had any controversial. I know he has been into controversies, but people created controversies. He never started controversies. People always created it for him. That's the big difference. So I hope he does not do anything silly in his future videos. I really hope so, because he should just play normal, do his normal videos, go out, make his strange videos, and talk about XYZ, but don't get into the trans conversation, because obviously it's going to leave a bad mark, honestly. Mr. Beast is very influential, and I don't think he knows a lot about what's going on in America. I don't think he's woke. I don't think he's like the good woke, not the bad woke, but the good woke. I don't think he understands what's going on in American schools. I don't think he understands that. That's what I'm worried about right now. Chris can do whatever. Chris can still be there for his child. I understand that, but I just really hope Mr. Beast doesn't do anything reckless, because if he does something reckless, it is going to impact a lot. And he has a young audience, very impressionable. I really hope that doesn't really happen. Like, I know I'm sounding ridiculous. I know I'm sounding so ridiculous. Why does it matter? Some of y'all may be thinking, but as I said, it could really impact a lot of problems. Right now, when it comes to all the trans topics in America, it's all about children not taking hormones, and people fighting for children do have hormones. I just don't want any of these influencers to get so involved in it, because if they do, it's going to leave a it's going to really change a lot of things, and it's going to be the worst thing, because many of these people don't understand problems. That it sounds harsh to say that. I'm not trying to be rude, but it's the truth. Like, even some of these celebrities, the way they pick their politicians, they don't care about the income, the outcome of that situation, because they're living a fancy life. Why would they care? Why should they care? And here's the thing: you can still live a fancy life, a prestigious life, and still care about those who are destitute. You can still have that mindset, but many of them don't. And that's what I'm worried about right now. What if Mr. Beast does something that could impact a lot? And that's pretty dangerous, in my personal opinion. That goes for any celebrity, any type of celebrity, because they can do a lot of impact. I could change a lot of people to add more to the problem than solve it. That's all I'm trying to say, because it's just strange at this point. Now, overall, will I do an M2F video on Chris Tyson? We don't have enough footage, so I don't really know. I don't really know about do a M2F. But if you want me to, tell me. Anyways, we have 15 seconds in. It's time to look at some other type of topics, the detransition topic. And if you don't know, this topic has been exploding as of recently, and a lot more people have been coming out as detrans. And it's good to kind of have these conversations, because back in the day, back in 2019, when I found out about detransitioning, when I found out that it's something so big that's happening, I was more pissed off. Not because um, not because that they're leading trans people or whatever, because they had. I was so pissed off. I barely listened to some of the conversations. I was just pissed off because these people had the money to transition, and I was thinking, let me get this straight. You had everything, but now you want to jump back. That was my mindset way back in 2019. And then I started to listen to some of these people, because that's one thing a lot of people don't do, is listen and understand. Because we can let the words travel past us, but we have to understand those words, absorb those words in our minds, so we can understand a different perspective. Because for the past 4 or 5 years, many people have been told they have to accept trans people. But then at the same time, they're told not to accept the trans people. So it's good to understand different perspectives. So there's a lot of detrans content coming out, and obviously a lot of awareness about certain stuff like transitioning, because not everyone should transition. Let's be honest. I know I do a lot of trans content, but not everyone should transition. There's just a super abundance of gender transitions happening, especially with the youth, which is ridiculous, because why are they transitioning at such a young age? Some of them, some of them, um, especially in like majorly Western countries, some of them aren't trans. They're just all these weird other genders, and then they start cutting up their bodies, and then they still take hormones because they still feel strange. They don't want to be connected to their original self. And I'm thinking, whatever happened to loving yourself, for who you are? Be who you are. That used to be the message in most cartoons during the 2000s, but for some reason that message is lost. So that's just all of my topics right now. People are detransitioning, and I really hope it makes people understand that you don't need to transition to be yourself, Because some people should not transition. There are people out there who are just making the worst mistake right now, possibly getting a lot of surgeries and whatnot. Some people should not do that. It's supposed to be so rare, but now everyone wants to do it. And the worst part is when they kind of want children to do it. That's the worst part. If you're an adult, you can still make up rules, but some people are still against that, because they still feel like you should just live yourself, live your own way. Okay, my throat's really hurting. I would like to know your opinion, because I know very much that we all have different opinions, and going through all of the trans content, it really makes me understand a lot about these people. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much if you stayed this long. I'm sorry for wasting your time. I don't think I'll make a second video. My throat's really hurting. Bye.